Hey y'all, Erica here. I know I haven't been on in a while, and I promise I'm going to start going back live a lot more often. So stay updated to my page and look out for a day where I'll start to post every week when I'll be going live at least once a week. And of course, you all can find me in my Facebook group, Thinking of a Master Plan, along with other entrepreneurs who are there to support and assist you and answer questions and just give you insight along our journey to building this business success. So if you are new to me, my name is Erica T.D. Singleton, and I am a certified digital marketer and brand and marketing strategist. And I help new entrepreneurs develop authentic and distinctive brands that create consistent income through digital branding and marketing. So to start off, if you have not already, I want you to go ahead and download my free 2019 goal guide. And the goal guide is going to walk you through setting a goal to achieving those milestones that you wish to accomplish this year. And I did that because I see a lot of people planning out income and revenue goals and whatnot. But I believe that as a new entrepreneur, there's so much more needed in regard to trying to hit this income goal. Because, yeah, you may have a goal of making $100,000 this year, but how are you really going to do that? What things do you have to have in place in order to get to that $8,000 milestone a month that's going to allow you to make that 10K this year? And I feel like planning out those milestones each quarter is going to be what gets you to that point where you can start to bring in the revenue, a realistic revenue goal that you're expecting for the year. So let's say someone has a revenue goal to make $5K a month, to end the year with $60K. What things are you going to need to do in January to make sure that you can start making that $5K in February? Because if you haven't planned it out the previous year, now's the time to put the pedal to the metal and get a plan going so you can start next month of making your revenue goals for the month. And sometimes it's not about how much, breaking it down into a set amount that is equal across the board every single month. Sometimes the first 3 months of your year is going to be learning what you need to learn, building an audience, and starting to leverage that audience to get people on your email list to turn around and engage with them and then make your offer. So that first 3 months, your Q1 could just be that your goal is to become the complete authority on learning this particular skill that is going to allow you to go into Q2 and make $10,000 a month. Everything is not just, I want to make $60,000, so I'm going to break it down and make $5,000 a month. That's really not how business works. You have some seasonal things that affects your income due to it being a slow season for you or a very busy season for you. So every month is not going to look the same. In retail, summer and fall were my peak seasons. My greatest month is always the holidays in regards to Thanksgiving and Christmas, especially November, because that's when Black Friday is, Cyber Monday is, Small Business Saturday. So November is always my highest revenue generating month when it comes to my retail store. August is usually my worst. Why? Because the summer's ending. Parents have to buy their children school clothes, and the focus is less on them and getting the family in order for the school year. That's just how it works. I just went down that whole spiel, and I did not tell you where to get the goal guide. So if you have not already gotten the goal guide, you can go to bit.ly/2019 Goal Guide. Again, that's bit.ly/2019 Goal Guide. And it's a free download. You just click a button and you can download straight to your computer, print it out, fill it out, upload it into your Google Docs, fill it out electronically, whatever you need to do. The first thing that I really want you to understand about goal planning is the first step is always to review. And I know that we hate to do self-assessments and reviews because we really don't like to bring up those things that we didn't quite complete or that didn't go the way that we planned. But it's necessary so that you can do better the next time. So your first step in planning is to always do an assessment of the previous phase that was just completed. So since we're talking about 2019, we're talking about doing an assessment of 2018. You need to figure out where you fell short. You need to figure out where you highly succeeded. And then you need to measure exactly what was going on during those, and then you need to document and figure out what was going on in that time frame in regards to your life, your business, your employees, if you have them, the actual month that it was in, if it was seasonal, and you offer products that actually, go on a seasonal cycle. Or like me, if you were in retail and you know that, sometimes you're just going to have higher revenue certain months because of the weather or because of where you live. So we really have to get in the habit of taking inventory of the successes and the not so much successes of the previous year so that we can build upon it and do better the following year. And I'm going to be teaching on that in my new masterclass, Birth of a Brand, this coming up Sunday, January 27th. So if you're in the Mobile area, make sure you get registered for this class. I'm offering it to you at the incredible price of just $20.19. My workshop's usually $147, but you can get this one this year at $20.19. I've made it so easy for you to make this investment into getting your business life. So you can go to bit.ly/birth of a brand masterclass and reserve your seat. So step two is clearing the clutter. And now we've all heard that cliche, especially at the beginning of the year. When you're getting ready to go into a new year, a new season in your life, you always want to clear the clutter. But I want to go deeper with you and suggest that you really look not only at the things in your life, but also the people. It's easy for us to say, go home, do some winter cleaning or some spring cleaning and clear out those things that you no longer need. I myself believe in having a very conducive atmosphere and a nice environment to work in. Although you can't really tell right now, but don't pay that any attention. I'm going to work through all that this whole week. But yeah, it's important to really get organized and get yourself in a space in your physical environment where you can really have a productive space to work in. But I really want to go deeper and talk about cleaning some people out of your life, because sometimes it's just necessary. It's a difficult process to begin to phase out or remove people from your life, but in the end, you have to realize that it's your life to live. And so you have to do what's in the best interest for you and your family and your employees and whoever it is that eats because of what you do. So we can no longer be in this mindset of where we have to please everybody, because many of those same people are not pleased in the business of pleasing us. Some people are going to be your loved ones that you're not, going to push them out of your life, but you have to sit down and have a conversation with them and explain where you are right now in your life. I had to do it. I remember when I was first starting my business, And my husband, as a matter of fact, was, what's the word I'm looking for? He gave me a lot of pushback. I'll put it like that. You know, he didn't really understand what it meant to be an entrepreneur and to have these feelings and these visions inside of me, and having to do everything I can to birth them. He didn't understand that. And sometimes I didn't know how to relay that to him properly. And so it caused some arguments. It did. We're great today, thankfully. So I want you to be able to really focus on your business and have the support of your loved ones, and not be so frustrated as to where once you come home at 5 o'clock, you know, it becomes a fight of, why do you have to get back on your computer? You know, you just spent 8 hours of the day at the office working. Now you got to come home and work. You know, why you got to answer that phone call? Why you got to text them back right now? But if you're on a mission and you sit down with your husband and you say, hey, sweetie, you know, I signed up for this course. I've got to get it done because it's going to allow me in 3 months' time to get this amount of return on my investment. Or it's going to allow me to get this certification that I really want to have. You know, sometimes it just takes you sitting down and saying, listen, dear, this next week I need you to be on the kids. You know, I've got something that I've really got to push through this week. I got to get it out, and I need you to handle the kids. I need you to pick them up from practice. I need you to make sure we got dinner, and I need you to allow me the time and the space to just get it done. You're going to have to do that sometimes, not all the time. You can't just be like, look, I'm trying to make this money, and I don't know what y'all going to do. You can't do that. But it takes strong communication with those that are in your life to really have a support system that allows you to be an entrepreneur and build your business. So in step 3, remember I was telling you about building out your revenue goals. So step 3 is all about the money. Again, it's not all about just saying, hey, I want to make $60,000 this year. I'm going to make $5,000 a month. That's not how business works. If this is your first year operating, you really have to sit down and take time to figure out how you're going to make the money that you desire to make in your business. $50,000 in your first year may not be reasonable. You know, you may have something as to where your revenue goal is to just make $1,000. Learn the business, make some money in the process this first year, and then you want to get, you know, higher on the revenue goal the next year. Maybe you take the first half of the year investing in a program that's going to allow you to make the whole $20,000 that you wanted to make this year in your business in the months of September, October, and November. But that's for you to decide. So I can't just tell you that, hey, if you want to make $100,000, break it down into $8,000 a month and you're going to be there. No, that's not how it works. My January, I didn't plan on making any money. Number one, I made an investment into a coaching program. And I also made an investment into another certification in my digital marketing. Do I have some revenue coming in? Yes, of course. But I didn't plan on making any profit. So you got to decide that as well. Just because you have revenue doesn't mean you're going to make a profit. So you have to decide, out of that $50,000 that I want to make this year, how much of that is going to be a profit. You may be in a position financially to say, hey, well, I'm going to make this $50,000, but I don't plan on making any profit. As a matter of fact, I plan on just breaking even strictly at $50,000, and that's fine because I have money coming from XYZ. You know, or my spouse is able to hold down the household while I figure this thing out, as long as we're not losing anything. That's great. On the other hand, you may say, hey, this $50,000 is what I need in my life, and I got to bring in $40,000 in profit. I mean, can it be done? Yes, it surely can. If you have the right business model and you know how to do it. So you have to decide, if you are already in business, how your business model is going to allow you to A, meet your revenue goals, and B, make a profit. So with that being said, I'm going to invite you all to join me over in my Facebook group, Thinking of a Master Plan, where me and other entrepreneurs in the group just provide support and insight, and I answer any questions that you have in the group. And you can also be able to network with other people and come together and collaborate on things that you want to bring to fruition. I also want you all, if you are in the Mobile area, to join me at Birth of a Brand this Sunday, January the 27th. Get registered. There is a Facebook event, Birth of a Brand. You can go straight to my website at bit.ly/Birth of a Brand Masterclass and get registered for the low, low price of just $20.19. And that's all I have for you today. Talk to you later.